Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Facebook Live, TWR Facebook Live, and also I wanted to say Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Today is Valentine's Day, so I guess it is a day that connection of love, friendship. So I think it's always good to have any reason to think about connection, think about love, and celebrate connection, celebrate love. So I wanted to wish you all a special day of the love. Particularly today's topic is the healing through awareness and the wind, precious winds. So basically, I want all of you to think this title has healing, awareness, and precious winds. So this is a healing through awareness and precious winds. So, of course, when we think about the precious winds, so I'm saying this word precious winds because it's in the connection of Maju. So this is the book. It's Maju Sangje Jusum. It's one of the most important tantric teachings in the Burn tradition, and this is where I teach the dream and the sleep and the different forms of healing practices. So this is where actually it talks about the precious winds. So precious winds, of course, when we say precious, it's like a Rinpoche jewel. According to this ancient tradition, there is so many different categories of winds, the subtle winds, gross winds, and each time each of these different winds effects, it talks a lot deep knowledge on these knowledge of winds, precious winds. So, of course, we don't have so much time to go talk so much about all these things, but just I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. Precious winds, awareness. So, what we're trying to heal is think about our disease, think about our pain, think about our blockages, think about our moods, think about our karma. These are the things that we're trying to heal. And so, of course, everybody talks about healing. So here, a specific thing, what it's talking about is talking two things, the awareness and precious winds. So I have posted on my Facebook page, it's called 9 Winds. So basically, there's a chart that I have posted there, 9 winds. So the concept here is that whole creation of universe, whole creation of humanity, in some sense, begins the law of these 9 winds. And also ends with some sense or law of these, according to the law of these 9 winds. So I will not go so much into the details about each. I wanted to talk more like a general understanding behind it. So the first 3 is kind of, as a group, I think it's very important. It says the prana of space of burn nature, the prana of the bliss of the primordial wisdom, and the prana of self-arising innate awareness. So basically, the first 3 are like, if you are familiar with when we say inner refuge or the pure awareness. So the first 3 are pure awareness. And so if anybody who is able to be in that state of pure awareness, or see through that pure awareness, act through that pure awareness, then it's a healthier way. One can think about it as a kind of healthiest way of being. So once one loses that pure awareness or the self-awareness, then one get trapped into the prana, or the prana number 4, the horse of the wind, the prana of the horse of the wind. So basically, it is think about our thought, think about our conceptual mind, think about our grasping mind. So each single of our thought is related with a specific wind. So for example, if I having a negative thought, so these negative thoughts are it's a wind. Basically, these negative thoughts are wind. It's not only thought in the mind. It's a wind which moves through your body, through your heart, through your brain, through every part of your cells in your body. So basically, the mind and emotions are wind which flow through your body, through your heart, through your brain. For example, when people say something like anger is a risk factor of the heart disease, or isolation, the loneliness is the risk factor of the heart disease. It's basically the loneliness is like a wind. The anger is wind that affects the breath, wind that contracts the heart, the wind that produces problem in the heart, for example. So that's kind of one simple example. So basically, these 9 winds that I recommend you to look at closely. Maybe it's difficult to understand everything, but at least if you are interested, you can look at them. And among all the 9 winds, I wanted to talk a little bit the 4 of them. So number 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically, these later parts. So number 4 is basically your thoughts. So all your thoughts, all your grasping minds are causes of your well-being or your good health or bad health. Either those thoughts will, you have a beautiful life, healthy life, or those thoughts will produce a very difficult life and a very unhealthy life. And because reason is these thoughts are winds. They can be like a precious winds. They can be like a negative winds, which produces a bad health. So, and then after that thought, number 5, which we are talking about the karmic wind, which is kind of difficult, a little bit difficult to understand, I suppose, for most of the people who don't understand what karma is. So maybe just say a few words about it. The karma is basically cause, is like a karmic traces. A trace is the energy of past actions of the past life, or actions of the past. So basically, there is a karmic, a powerful, forceful karmic winds in our self, that sometime when that wind blows in one direction, regardless of, particularly when you have when you're weak, when you are not able to feel deep confidence and power within you, so karmic wind blows you in different directions in a life. Basically, you just feel like you are kind of helpless, not to choose your own life, not to choose the decision, not able to choose the direction. You are forced to move in certain direction and forced to decide in a certain way in your life. So these are karmic winds. And then you have mental afflictions. We say nyomo be tsublung, the gross emotional winds. Basically, we all know that our emotion is causing our health. Basically, if you are feeling love, if you are feeling joy, if you are feeling generosity, if you are feeling empathy, if you are feeling compassion, kindness towards somebody, if you are feeling kindness toward yourself, self-compassion. And these emotions definitely have so much to do with your well-being. So basically, your well-being has so much to do with this emotional wind. So of course we all know those things, but in these contexts and this teaching of Maju, the Mother Tantra, it talks about precious winds, Lung Rinpoche. So basically, what we are trying to understand here is these emotions are definitely causing. It's very important. Either it can cause very bad health, or it can make the health worse, or it can heal, get better, or even totally transform your life with these positive emotions. So that's the number 6, for example, Nyomo Bitsublung. And the number 7, which where I wanted to stop, number 7 is where it talks about health. Duvi Tulung. Duvi Tulung is the health. So, and then of course in the Tibetan tradition, we talks about the specific way of talking about the characterizing the 3 winds and so on. So I will not go into those things. So what I like to say here is, as a conclusion, the awareness and the precious wind, it's very important for your overall well-being, your spiritual well-being, your well-being of your health. It's your own mind, your own emotion, is completely responsible. So your mind is affecting your well-being, your health. So that is really what these teachings are saying here. And so, for example, the precious wind, number 6, the emotions. So of course we talk about 5 poisons. We talk about anger, attachment, ignorance, jealousy, and the pride. These 5 poisons, 5 negative emotions, are definitely causes of our bad health. So let's kind of conclude a little bit here. Let's reflect in our own lives. So let's reflect in our own life, okay? So are you all ready to reflect in your own life? Think about it. In 1 year or last 3 years, think about last 1 year and last 3 years. This is a very important moment. I want everybody to pay close attention to your life of last 1 year, 2 year, up to 3 year. Look at your life. I want to look at your life, how you think. What kind of thoughts you have. Are they very clear? Are they very positive, hopeful, productive, focused? Or are these thoughts are totally blown away with karmic winds? You don't know what you're thinking. It's so unclear, so doubtful. Very little focus. A lot of exhaustion. Minimum accomplishment. What kind of thoughts that you have? Let's think about emotions. What kind of frequent emotions you feel? Frequently emotions you feel. Love, joy, empathy, compassion, kindness, caring, gratitude, a lot of trust, hope, or do you feel more frequently the other emotions? Fearful, helpless, angry, jealous, kind of negative thought, very judgmental. What kind of emotions? Emotions that you are frequently feeling. Let's think about it. This is about more like experiential reflection, the self-reflection. I think, which is because many people can talk about these ideas. Many people can talk about theories nowadays. So many people talk about these different theories, but the practice is different. Awareness is different. And particularly, self-awareness is very different. So we are talking about practices, experiences. We are talking about awareness because it's the healing through awareness of precious winds. We are talking about awareness. And particularly, it's not about something, awareness of somebody else, something else. So it's not like a husband is always trying to be aware of all the things wife is not doing right. Especially today. Especially today, not. It's a Valentine's Day, right? So you don't want to think about your partner, your husband, your wife, your friend, your sister, your brother, what they're doing wrong and what they can do right. No. Because, and if you do, it is awareness, but it's not a self-awareness. Here, you wanted to think about self-awareness. So healing through awareness of precious wind. So the precious wind always go together with awareness. Reason why awareness have a power to heal is because wind. Wind is the communicator. Wind is the processor. Because the mind doesn't move. The mind is more clear and pervasive quality. What moves, what changes, what develops, what processes, what communicates, what shifts is because of power of precious wind. So think about it. Think about your thought for last 1 to 3 years. Think about your emotions to 1 to 3 years. And then think about your health, how you're feeling health-wise. For last 1, 2 years, 3 years, how's your health? If you are feeling well, how continuously you are feeling well. If you are not feeling well, the consequences of these thoughts and emotions over your health, which is you are not feeling good, or already you are not feeling good, but how is it affecting you? So it's very important. Sometimes I always tell about one example is that one time I was in an aeroplane and traveling. I met this woman who was sitting right next to me, and she has prepared a very healthy food, and she seems very, very picky about the food, which is it's fine. I think it's good to be more aware or more precise about what you eat. No, I don't have any problem with that. But what I felt is the level of anxiety agitation, a restlessness, unsettled, a in the search mood all the time, no sense of stillness, no sense of that silence, no sense of that openness, no sense of that warmth, total restlessness with eating great healthy food. So I was thinking that, okay, if you're really trying to balance between these two, that mood, those thoughts, those emotions, those restlessness, those unsettling, no sense of stillness and silence, what this person and all those things, what will do to this person? Will that nice, good salad will do more, or this bad agitation will do more? That's a good question. I'm not going to answer this question, but I'll let you think about it. I'll let you think about it. I mean, you can have a nice donut, cookie or something like that, a small one, with so much joy. Maybe it's unhealthy, but small one with so much joy, so much playfulness, so much fun, and you're sharing with somebody. Even you're eating not necessarily a good thing, but the way you're eating it probably it kind of processes the bad food. With the power of your wisdom and awareness, maybe it processes something. Of course, I'm not telling to eat the cookies and trying to say healthy food is not good. Of course, I think it's really important to be very, very aware of what you eat and how much you eat and so on. But what I'm saying here, the reason why I'm saying here, because I live here in California, and I see people are definitely very, very conscious about the food, which is wonderful. I've learned a lot. But in the same people, I don't see their level of awareness of their mood, their level of awareness of their thinking patterns, their level of awareness of their pain, emotions, their level of awareness of their interaction with other people. The awareness is missing. The precious wind is missing. Many times. So here I think it's very important. So as we are talking here, I want you to think about your own last 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, how you're thinking, how you are feeling emotions, how you are mood, and how is affecting your health, because they are all has to do with something with these awareness and precious winds. Okay, so let's do a short meditation here. So for a moment, I want all of you stop typing, clicking. Moment of reflection, moment of self-reflection. So before we do that, practice of 3 doors. Bring your full attention to your body. Be aware of the stillness in your body. Be awareness of the stillness around you. Be awareness of the stillness in all, in sacred cyber sangha. Everybody who is meditating with us this very moment, be aware of that stillness. all around the world. Be aware of the silence. Feel that silence in you, around you. Through you. And from all the sacred Cyber Sangha. A collective silence, a wisdom, awareness of collective silence. Feel the spaciousness of your mind, the openness of your mind. Be aware of that openness of your mind. When you are aware, there is a wind of that openness. When you are aware of that silence, there is a wind, precious wind of that silence. When you are aware of that stillness in your body, there is a precious wind of that stillness in your body. There is a three different active precious winds are activated this moment in you. These winds are not a passive, they are active processor and healer. They are healing you and us all as a collective sense of healing. It's happening this very moment all around the world through this Cyber Sangha meditation. There is awareness because you are aware of it, and there is a precious wind, the precious wind of that awareness. Now, gradually self-reflect, just to be aware in your life. Just think about this very moment. It's a very precious moment that you choose to be with me, be with all us together, and choose to self-reflect and choose to heal. Precious moment. And we are helping each other. Live. It's not a recorded, it's a live. So self-reflect this moment as you have all this help. For last 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, look at your life. Your thoughts, winds of thinking mind, grasping mind, winds of emotions, So maybe think three things. Your average mood, what kind of mood you are in most of the time, what kind of thoughts you have most of the time, what kind of emotion you feel most of the time, last 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Just have a breakthrough realization. Think about how much, it's not about how much you're doing things or not doing things. How much this sense of being in you, connected to that sense of being in you, or losing that connection to the sense of being, and always you are in that unsettled search mood, which is very bad also for your well-being, your health. So I hope that you have a great realization this moment, at least very clear what's happening in your life, and clear enough, clear with strength, clear with confidence, that you feel the need or the realization to change that. Because it's like wasting your life, wasting your time, wasting these precious moments of life, deteriorating yourself, your health, your creativity, your connections, your friendships. Just for a moment, breathe deep. Just breathe deep and just clear it out, all these exhaustions. Discomfort. Clear it. Take deep breathing. Breathe like at least 5 times deep breathing, and each time exhalation. Allow yourself fully to rest, not only rest, but rest into that sense of being and awake in that being through this restfulness. and feel this sense of home. In that space, you're resting in that sense of home. You're resting like a child in the loving arms of mother with that connection and love. You're resting like somebody who have accomplished the task of the life, project of the life, that being. In that being, there is this unbounded sense of space. There is unbounded sense of awareness, presence. There is unbounded sense of knowing, connecting. These are the purest awareness and purest precious winds. Like in the 9 lung, 9 wind, these are the first 3 winds. Unbounded space. Pyunyi Yinglung, the prana of the space of burn nature. A sense of being in that sacred space. In that sacred space, you are connected to everyone else, every other people. Unbounded space. When you're aware of that unbounded space, that is the awareness, the purest awareness. When there is awareness, then there is a precious wind related to that awareness. And that precious wind is what is processing everything and healing and processing, clearing. It's the inner intelligence. That awareness is the inner intelligence, active inner intelligence, which does everything what requires, what is needed in your body and in your mind. And you trust that. When you are connected to that space, that awareness, natural, effortless healing is happening. That's why we say healing through awareness and precious winds. Okay, so you can open your eye. Just so let me know. Give me some feedback here. How's your meditation? How did you? So there are a number of questions that I wanted to ask you. What did you learn by self-reflecting in your life for last 1 to 3 years? How was your mood, average mood? How was your thought patterns? How was your emotion patterns? And how these mood, thoughts, emotions affecting your well-being. If you're not well, then can you see one of the reasons why you are not well has caused by your average mood, your average thought, your average emotions? Because these are winds. As I said, number 5, wind 5, wind 6, wind 7. It's, of course, we talk about these things. I'm talking in the context of Maji Sangye Jusum. This is the Maji Sangye Jusum teaching book. It's exactly when it talks about the 9 wind, and it's an incredible wisdom knowledge. They exactly talk. That's exactly what it's talking about. And so, do you realize something special? Really, like kind of wakes you up. I hope it just completely wakes you up. Realize something in yourself. We talked about you are not your pain. When you realize who you are not, helps you to realize who you are. So if you realize what last 3 years, how your mood has been, your thought has been, your emotion has been, and how it has affected your well-being, then clearly you do wanted to change them. And the changing them is to come in that through that 3 door to the inner refuge, inner essence, in the right place in yourself. So just kind of constantly watching and in that being in the right mood. Right mood will be that unbounded space, the infinite awareness, that warmth, kind of being there. Just imagine, for example, one specific case that you are sitting with a group of people together and people are talking about political topic or family topic or topic of some challenges they're trying to resolve, problems. Just think about that. In that conversation, you can see if you are in silence, in stillness, in spaciousness, you can feel more everybody's pain. You can hear more everybody's voice. You can connect more with everybody. And just being there, being connected to everybody, hearing everybody, listening to everybody, and feeling this warmth connection to everybody. And out of that stillness, silence, spaciousness, connection, warmth, something will come out. And whatever comes out, everybody will relate to you much better. But or maybe you realize there's nothing much to say at that moment. But your presence is good enough for everybody. You are helping with your silence more to them. You are helping with your presence more to this group. You are helping this group with your warmth, kindness more than anything you're doing or saying or expecting. So just think about that. So it's not only you're feeling that kind of healing, you're also allowing other people to heal and experience these things. Yeah, so conclusion, basically, the conclusion here is that knowing about yourself situation for last 3 years, your fourth wind, I said the wind number 4, wind number 5, the precious wind number 6, and so on, and see how these mood, thoughts, emotion, clearly seeing that and seeing how it has influences and affected you as current situation of your well-being. One, very clearly to be awake to see that clearly. Second, can you change in the future for next 3 years? Can you improve that? Can you improve your well-being, your health? And if you wanted to, then apart from getting good exercise, eating the right thing, and all those things for sure very important, but what you can do, your lifestyle, can you be open? Can you stay more open? Can you be more presence, more silence? Can you be more aware? So awareness is the most important medicine in life. Awareness is the most important medicine in life. The self-awareness is the most important medicine in life. When you are self-aware, you are more likely to be aware around you and aware of others. How much things are happening in this world today, a lack of awareness of others. A lack of awareness of others' pain, lack of awareness of others' need, a lack of awareness of others' situation. Why this is happening? Because there is a lack of awareness of oneself. A lack of awareness of oneself, lack of awareness of others, what it creates, disharmony, pain, sickness, destruction. When the awareness is there, it changes everything. So I hope this was helpful. And of course, there's all the discussion of 9 prana. It's very, very complex, but I think it's very fascinating, very, very interesting, from pure awareness of the space to pure complete destruction of the universe. Like how that pure awareness can create a whole universe, enlightened universe, or lack of that pure awareness and driven by ignorance, how whole universe can be destroyed. That universe can look one bigger sense. That universe could be one country. That universe could be one family. That universe could be once yourself. You are, in a sense, that whole thing. But pure awareness to total destruction. In between, we have so much chances, important role that we can play in. And all these roles can always play in with awareness. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. And again, happy Valentine's Day. Have a great time. Connect with people that you love, you care, and find new connections. And enjoy. It's like every connection is a medicine. Every thing that you feel with other people, share your joy, love, compassion, connection, and they are true medicine. So they will help you, they will heal you. These are precious winds that we are talking about. Okay, thank you. And so we will see you next Thursday, this coming Thursday, and after that I will be traveling to India and Nepal, and so we will be continuously doing our Facebook Live. Even I will be traveling, so I don't know exactly what time I have to get up to go to sleep, but I am continuously planning to do that. Okay, thank you very much.